Okay, this is 303 Carleton. So it's got quite a much nicer neighborhood than the house over there on Weber, the 2529 Weber. So coming inside here, you got a nice little screened patio coming into the front, and you step right into the living room with the wood burning stove and the hearth there, and then probably what could be possibly a dining room or an extension of the living room. A few things to note here. Looks like there's been some patches in the roof or the ceiling, and then there's a water stain there around where the stovepipe comes in. And it looks like there might have been like a seam repair or something there. Okay, so moving through here, coming into the kitchen. Now this is an open door property, and a lot of times open door, just for liability reasons, they'll take the refrigerators out. Since it, that's a vacant house, it's, it's considered a hazard to have a refrigerator, because people, kids or someone can get trapped inside, suffocate, that kind of thing. So, not to be morbid, but let's see here. And then you got a little side. I think this was originally, it looks like it was probably originally a carport or a little garage, because you got a little side door looking down towards the back. So this is like it would be like a storage room, I guess, of some sort. On the floor plan on the listing, it's just listed as room. So it looks like there's a window that they closed off. You got some attic access there, and then this like accordion style door here to close that off. But older appliances, older cabinets, but they look like they're in workable shape, usable condition. And then you've got another accordion door here. It's a little storage closet. All right, and then coming back here to the back, got bedroom there. Looks like a newer style window there, and then like the older jalousie style windows right there. Okay, that was an old electrical panel they've taken out. And you've got a little closet there. So it's definitely an older property. They've done some things to it, you can tell, but it does show its age. You've got at least your washer hookup here. I don't see a dryer vent, but there's water to hook up. But you got your water heater there. And then there's a bathroom here. The photos online definitely, show it kind of, looking a little bit nicer than what it does in person. And then you got another small bedroom back here with a closet there, and then another exterior door here. And it looks like you got a relatively new, pretty like brand new AC unit. And you got a nice little fenced yard. Vinyl fence. It's a nice little area there. So this is one that would need a little, needs some touches, some fixing, and just a little bit of TLC. And I think this is what they're, then you got a hall closet there, linen closet. And that's pretty much pretty much it right there. So this is 303 Carleton. All right. And you have any thoughts on this one, Hunt? I was just pretty much saying that it's older home. Looks like it's in usable condition, but obviously needs a lot of touches.
Yeah, it's got
a lot of care, and
it's got some bumps and bruises.
Right.
And, I was wondering, so the washing machine could go in there, but there's nowhere for the dryer to go.
Yeah, I mentioned that on the video. There's water hookups in there, but I didn't see anything as a vent.
So this looks like a dryer hookup in there.
Yeah, it looks like it might be, you know, this was probably originally used as the utility room. Still don't see a vent, but you definitely have the 3-prong outlet there. So yeah, it would definitely take some, you know, you've got some things that have just kind of been band-aided and kind of puttied and kind of patched and worked together, but you know, it would take a little bit of work, but definitely a lot nicer neighborhood than the one over on Weber. There's a church community that lives in a lot of the houses and buildings in this surrounding area, so it's usually pretty quiet over here. But we'll head on to the next.